welcome back to the makeup chair. Today I'm doing my Thanksgiving look for this year. I'm really excited. I'm going to be in Dallas for this year's Thanksgiving, which is really exciting because my family, we celebrate it here in Ireland because we have like an American side, but we're actually going to be in America for Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is my favorite holiday. It has all of the good stuff of all the other holidays, but none of the stress. Food, family, fun, being thankful. Probably should have put family first on that list instead of food, but I love food. Sorry, family. They love food too, so it's fine. Let's get started with this look. So I prepped my hair, let it dry naturally last night, and then just put a little bit of smoothing products in it and popped them into these rollers. These are great for traveling with. They come in like a little pack just from Penny's. They're Velcro rollers. You don't have to plug them in or get them hot or anything. They give you a little bit of a lift. I also put on some tan as well, just to give myself a little bit of a glow. And then I prepped my skin earlier on. I actually did a face mask. I used the Bodyshop Purifying Glow Mask. I can't even tell you how awesome this is. It's great for combination skin because it gets rid of any dry patches on your skin because it's slightly exfoliating. Well, it's pretty exfoliating. It evens out your skin tone. It's amazing. And it smells good too. And then I go in with a really good moisturizer. This is the one that I use at night because it doesn't have any SPF in it. I love this stuff so much. It makes my skin so soft. So that's all my prep work done, and now we can move on to the makeup. And the first step is primer. Now you guys know that I love the Flormar primer, but it's just a bit big for traveling with. I prefer using tubes when I'm traveling. So this is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. I find with this, you have to sort of press it on the skin and kind of glide over your skin with it. The Flormar one is so much better. I just wish it came in a tube. Now, for foundation, I might not bring this. I'm not sure. I'm kind of deciding because it's glass, but I absolutely love this foundation. This is the Long Cover Fluid. I don't know if I'm really tired and that's just not making sense to me in my brain. This is for dry to normal skin, and what I like about it is it's full coverage, but it's for dry skin. And that is so hard to find. That combination reminds me of a Bobbi Brown foundation. Obviously, I'm going to take my F20 to apply this. I just washed this, so it's still a little bit damp, but it's not too bad. So they sent this foundation out to me a while ago, and I was kind of like, oh, I don't know if I want to use it. And then I used it and I was like, damn, it's just amazing. Like, it's seriously, it's full coverage, but it doesn't feel heavy. It feels really moisturizing, and it doesn't emphasize any dryness on your skin or anything. So that is pretty much giving me the liquid coverage that I want. And then I go in with a powder foundation to set everything in place and give me extra coverage. And what am I going to use? As always, True Match Mineral. I'm not even going to mention it, how awesome this is, because you guys already know. I'm going to use my F06 to apply this. It's got like a little slight angle to it, so it's great for really packing on powders. So I just tapped a little bit into the lid. Literally just pat it all over. And you know what I love? I love how many of you guys have tried this out and loved it too, because it makes me feel like I'm not a crazy person. 2 layers of those foundations give me the coverage that I need, but what I do for brightening up underneath my eyes is to use the baking technique. So this is the MUD Buttercream Powder. This is a little bit lighter than a banana powder, even though Penny's now have a banana powder. Just going to take a triangular sponge. So I've gone up right underneath my eyes and then up at an angle. So when I do my makeup, I'm kind of using that as a guide. And then I'm also going to use it on the hollow of my cheeks too as a guide. This is probably my favorite thing to do. I've started baking like every day, and it's so much makeup, but I love it. It's so funny to talk with this on your face. Just hilarious. So I'm just going to leave that bake on my skin until we brush it off at the end. I'm going to move on to my eyebrows. You guys have seen me fill in my brows a bunch of times, so I'm just going to do it like super speed. And then just to highlight underneath my brows, I'm going to use this. This is by Wet n Wild because so many of you have been asking me to use more Wet n Wild products. It's like a little pencil. I'm just going around the arch with this, just blending it. And then I'm going to take the Make Me Brow by Essence and just go over the brows. So that's my brows done. We're going to move on to the eyes, and I'm going to be using the Pippa palette. So I'm going to take the E1, which is a blending brush, a small blending brush. I'm going to go in with a little bit of, say, Toby, which is sort of the medium brown shade. And just use this in the crease, starting on the outer edge of the eye, and like work my way in. Just like the typical way that I do my eye makeup. So switching to the E26, I'm just going to softly blend above that eyeshadow to blend it out. And then I'm going to take Ollie, but I'm going to take Ollie on the E26. So Ollie's a little bit lighter, but it's not the lightest shade in this palette. It's very close to my own skin tone, and this will just blend very nicely for us. Next, I'm going to go in with a little bit of Dodo. It's like a dark, rich brown. It has almost like a purpley tone to it. And I'm just going to go over the top of what we already applied, but keep it really close to the lid this time, and then work on that outer third. Take the clean blending brush again and just softly go over the edges of this. So next Friday I'm going to be doing my guide for holiday gifts. So definitely check back for that one. But I was thinking of doing a separate video on eyeshadow palette. So let me know if you'd like to see that. Let's move on this palette. This is what this palette looks like. It is gorgeous. You got 2 creams on the side, and then the 4 in the middle are highlighting powders. I'm actually going to use the brush that it comes with because it's actually not a bad brush. And I'm going to go in with the white cream. And I'm going to apply this on the inner corner of my eye and then just softly work across. So make sure there's more in here and then just very softly brush it across the rest of the lid. And all you want to do is to set it with one of the shades. So whichever shade that speaks to you at the time, pop that over the top. And this will intensify it a lot more for you. Give it a second because we're going to blend it in a minute, but just leave it there for a second. So you'll end up with a look like this. And then taking your clean blending brush, just go around the edges. So don't go in to what we've already applied, just go around the edges. So we don't want like a really harsh line, we want it nice and soft. Switching back to the Pippa palette, use a little bit more dojo on a smaller brush. So this is the E1 again. And just go into the crease. And let's go in with a little bit of a black. So using Katie, the fact that we already have a little bit of product on there will help with the blending process. So just the tiniest amount of black on like the outer fourth of your eye, and then just wiggle and blend. Gonna curl my eyelashes, apply some mascara and some falsies as well. And the lashes I'm using today are by Sosumi, and they are the Kim lashes. But I'm just thinking I might apply a very tiny layer of liner across the lash line. So it really just looks like an extension of the lashes. Now before I can apply anything on the lower lashes, I need to get rid of this powder. I'm going to take the F31 to contour my cheeks. I'm using that same palette and I apply it quite heavily and then turn the brush on its side and sweep back and forth. And this will dust off that powder and blend it for you. And then for a highlighter on the cheeks, I'm going to use the Pippa palette as well and just brush this over the cheeks. And then I'm using the blush from this palette. For the lower lashes, I'm just going to apply mascara. This lip color is amazing. And they did this diamond kind of shape on the top of the lipstick, and it is just stunning. As much as I love this shade, I don't know if it's working. So I'm going to use a lip liner, and this will just neutralize it a little bit more. Okay. It's much better. So that is the finished look. I really hope you guys enjoy it. If you recreate it, then definitely tag me in the pictures because I love seeing you recreate these things. Like, it makes my day, you have no idea. And I know with the holidays coming up, one thing that I always talk about is just to support each other and care for each other, because as much as this can be an amazing time for some, for other people it can actually be a very difficult time. So just reach out, support, and share the love. And if you need support, don't be afraid to reach out for it because you definitely deserve it. And also there is a petition in the description box. I don't usually do this kind of thing, but there's a petition in the description box I would love your help with. It's also up on my Twitter page. It's the hashtag in our hour of need, and it's to get 24/7 community mental health support in Ireland. It's up on my Twitter, the link, but it's also in the description box as well. I really appreciate it, but I will see you guys in a video next week, and happy weekend. Oh, if you see me in Dallas, definitely come up and say hi. Okay, bye. Oh, I just took a picture. Okay, bye.